Good evening. How are you doing? Let me know in comments what you're drinking and where are you watching from today. It has been a long day. It's been a long, short day. I'm surprised it's already 7. So let me know in comments where. Hopefully, I'm also broadcasting in the group. I think I am. I think I got that straight this time. Let me put that in this screen and then give you guys my undivided attention. Hey, Brenda. Hey, Annette. Hey, Andrea. How are you guys doing? Buffalo. How's the weather in New York? Hey, Annette. Michigan. Drinking water. So am I. I think I am a bit dehydrated. So we've got it's warm. That's good. It's kind of warm here too in Georgia. I am coming to you guys from Georgia, the great southern state of Georgia. And it is kind of warm. I was cold earlier, but it's generally kind of humid here too. It's unusually cold, I think, for this time of year, but it is in fashion rainy. So Athens, Georgia. I wonder how far that is for me. I'm gonna have to look that up. I feel like it's not that far. Miami, Florida, drinking A&W. Things are well with me. Thanks, Michelle, for asking. Zara, good evening, California. I haven't been to California in years. It's been since 2019 since I've been to California, and it is time. We had our first class membership meeting last night, and one of our members, she did Los Cabos last month, and I'm itching to go there. I hear it's beautiful. I've not been to that part of Mexico. Belize, Arlette, nice to have you with us. So, ladies and gentle people that are watching, we have a great topic today. And so, before we jump into the topic, let your fingers do the walking because I'm going to start to ask you some questions, and you're going to type a 0 if that's not you, or 1 if it is you. So I know out there in the internet streets on YouTube or on Facebook, wherever you may be watching, kind of where you are in the state of the referral world. So first question is, do you have a consistent way to get referrals? Type a 0 if no, 1 if you do. Do you have a consistent way or consistent process that you follow to get referrals in your business? Zeros. We're getting some zeros. All right. I also know that there's a bit of a delay, so I always do that. Like, I ask a question and then I'm waiting for the answer, and there's always a little bit of a delay in that. So I'm going to ask the next question. If you do ask for referrals, can you hear me? Can everyone hear me? I guess so, because people are typing 0. Nice to see you, Jolyn. So if you do ask for referrals, occasionally, do you make it easy for your clients to give you referrals? Is it an easy process? Is it an easy process for your clients to give them? And is it easy for you to receive them? Or when someone sends you a referral, you're scrambling around for a pen, you're trying to get your phone out, you're trying to look at old emails to see if they were sent. Like, is the process for referrals easy for you and for the client? For them to give it to you and for you to receive it in a way that's meaningful for you to take action. Type a 0 if the answer is no. Type a 1 if, yeah, my process is good. It's easy peasy. Everybody's good and it makes sense. I'm going to tell you a story because you know how much I love stories. So when I was in the salon industry, we had a referral system, and I feel so ancient because when I had the brick and mortar, it doesn't seem that long ago. We just sold it 2 years ago. Well, the barbershop, and we had business cards, and on the back of the business card, I mean, you guys have all received that. On the back of the business card, it's got refer us, and then there's a point system, like, if you refer so many people, we'll punch the hole and we'll do it. So I come from the old school of referrals, and that was what we used to do back in the day. Um, but it's a bit of a pain in the ass, right? Because you're always losing. Like, how many of you guys are in loyalty programs or that kind of stuff, and they give you a card? Like the beauty supply store. I don't know what it is about the beauty industry, but the beauty supply store is notorious for the card and the punching systems, and I never can keep track of the cards. Like, so I just went to the beauty supply store the other day, and she's the sweetest lady. Like, I go out of my way to go to this one beauty supply store because the one that's closest to my house, she's an ass. And so she's got this card. I never have the cards, so like I try and stick them in my wallet or my purse, but I don't carry a purse. And right, so it's a pain in the ass for me as the client. So although I would like to benefit from it, I really don't, because I can't keep track of all the paper, right? So same thing for you. Is the process easy? And many of you guys have said, no, it is not. All right, number 3 is, do you allocate money towards a referral? So my sneaky suspicion is if you don't have a program, you're not allocating money towards it. But if you are, if there's anybody out there, type a 1. If yes, you've got a program and you really think about it. But if not, or have you even thought about it? So you can answer it from this perspective. Have you even thought about actually allocating dollars towards a referral program? 1, okay. And for those that have a referral program or want a referral program, how often do you talk about it per month? I'm not even talking about per day. Like, how often do you talk about a referral program? How often do you talk about it in your world to people? Do people even know that you have a referral program? Like, and so what's interesting is like a lot of these questions I answered for myself because, in my coaching business, we've done a really shitty job of implementing an affiliate program, a referral program. And so for me as an entrepreneur, I don't even have the referral program that I'm about to talk to you about. So really, this is kind of a personal thing for me as well, is I'm going to teach you guys what I know, what I have done before. I've created an acronym because I really do like acronyms because they really make sense. So before I jump into that, let me introduce myself because we have a really good number of people on today. So welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm super excited to be here with you all this Wednesday night. My name is Sunday Gardner, and I come every week talking all things launching and operating a successful and profitable travel business. And I would be remiss not to talk about the topic that we're going to talk about today, which is building a client referral program inside of your travel business. And I bet you're wondering what sparked this. And I'm going to tell you what sparked this. We just came off of the end of Q1, and I did our Q1 poll. And one of the questions on the poll was, what's your biggest struggle? And one of the options was finding clients. And that was by far the number one. 72% of you all said that finding clients is a big struggle for you. And so I sat back over the weekend and I was like, okay, because I was going to talk about something completely different this month. But you guys, I love to utilize what you guys tell me is important to you to dictate what I bring to you and bring to the table. And in my analysis of that, I, put together kind of, well, what could I do or talk about that could help people find clients? And, my first thing was to talk about marketing, but then I was like, you know what? Let's talk about my own house, right? I've been trying to get this like haphazardly trying to get this affiliate program off the ground, but I really haven't dedicated any time to it. And I thought, you know what? I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. So my program is an affiliate program, but for a travel advisor and for most businesses, it's not an affiliate program, it's a referral system. And so I thought, let's not jump into marketing. Let's jump into sort of the free way to get clients that doesn't really, if done right, it should cost you money to get clients referrals. Like, you shouldn't think that you should get something for free. But what I will tell you in the process that we go through tonight is it's not as hard as you think to implement, and really it is sort of free clients. And so let's talk about that. So what we're going to talk about is the number one problem that you all identified as a struggle for you, and an amazing overlooked way for you to start to combat how you find clients. And that's to ensure that you have a referral program, because a good referral program is implemented with people who already know you and already love you. They already like your services. They already like what you do. And so making it a part of your process is another way for you to just keep that sort of client faucet going, even when things may not be going as quickly as you want in your marketing. If you have a referral system, you've got both of those that are working together for you. So you guys ready to get started on that? Like, I love the responses, so I appreciate you guys engaging. And throughout tonight's training, I'm going to be asking for feedback. So do not let your fingers get tired. Hopefully everybody's got a piece of paper. And what we're going to talk about today is Spark. So type it out. SPARK stands for the steps to create a referral program in your business. So the first letter in Spark is S. And for me, that stands for something pretty simple. Supply a super incentive to the people that you want to refer. We often want to go super cheap. We're like, I just want you to get referrals. I don't want anything. You just give me the people. I'll make the money off the people. And it's not an incentive. Like, that's not an incentive to get people to give you referrals, right? They love you, but if you give them an incentive to do it, then it makes it so much easier, right? So what I always, I didn't make this up. I learned it from, I have a hard time remembering where I learned stuff. It just sort of comes into my head through, reading people that, and I don't know if it was a coach. It may have been a coach that I worked with some years ago. And one of the things that, and it was a coach actually, and she said that when you enter into a partnership, it needs to be mutually beneficial. And a referral program is a mutually beneficial partnership. So in doing so, yes, your client has already received great services from you, but don't go cheap on providing an incentive for them to participate, right? Make it worth their while. So, and I'm going to tell you exactly where I learned it. I learned it from Russell Brunson. So I did he's got an affiliate program with his ClickFunnels product that this was like several years ago. And it was like, I don't know, 60 days, 90 days referral program. And one of the things, his case study in this affiliate program was that when he started to do his affiliate program, and when he was studying about affiliate programs, he said that most affiliates, the program percentage is very low. It was like 10%, 20%. So he was like, he wanted to make it so irresistible for people to want to sell his product that he did stuff that people didn't do. He did 50%, 70% affiliate commission off the bat, which made it a no-brainer for people to want to sell. Now, one would argue, well, he lost money. How could he afford to do that? Well, when people are selling your product, and if you structure it in, so let's say you get, like, it's $100 product, right? Let's say it's a recurring product. And I'm going to use you guys as an example. We are not selling cheap stuff, right? So you get a referral from a client. That could be, depending on your commission, depending on your markup, it could be multiple hundreds of dollars to you or multiple thousands of dollars to you based on the longevity of that client. So if you don't even understand like how much a client is worth to you, that's why you put no value on the incentive that you give to clients for giving you a referral. I mean, your travel clients, if they're repeat clients and you're doing a good job and you're at thebomb.com, right? They don't just book with you one time, they book with you multiple times, and they most likely will become a client for life, right? So how much money are you willing to spend to get a client for life? Now, what I will tell you the numbers is that it's very expensive to get a stranger to convert to a client. Right? It's expensive. It's expensive to do marketing. It's expensive to do, and expensive is relative, but it costs money to attract strangers, right? To introduce yourself. And we're going to talk about that throughout the month. But I want you to understand sort of the whole process of marketing, like to go out there and say, I'm just picking Catherine's name, right? Priscilla, Zara, Janice, right? You go out there and you introduce yourself to a stranger in the digital world. You've got to do something to do that. You got to spend a lot of time, or you're going to spend a lot of money getting yourself in front of strangers. That's an expensive endeavor for some. Now, I prefer to do that. Like, I prefer to throw money at ads because I don't have to do any time work. Once I build the ad, like, I'm in front of thousands of people, right? That's another story for another day. But to get a referral, right? You by default of being referred to by somebody who already knows and likes you, that extends to the referral. So the conversion and the effort it takes for somebody that gives you that gets a referral, that goodwill extends to you because you were referred to somebody that they know and like and trust. Does that make sense? So it's cheaper for you to convert. So let's say you do a couple of $100, $100, whatever it is that you decide. And I'm not saying money is the only thing, but whatever that incentive is it worth $100 for you to get a client for life? Like, in the comments, how much is it worth to you to get a travel client? Like, what's your average ticket? How much commission are you making on your clients, right? Like, somebody type in the comments, like, how much money do you make on average from the clients that you get that book travel with you? And if you don't know that number, shame on you. That's another training that we probably need to do, or you need to look at the archives and look at the fact that you need to understand these numbers. And so, right, so you get $1,000, Priscilla wrote, right? A client is worth $1,000. That's per trip, right? On average, people probably take 2 to 3 trips a year, right? So that's $3,000 at least a year if Priscilla's numbers translate to every trip that she does bookings for, right? So if that person is booking on that frequency, right, with you, how much is it worth to you to get a client like that? All right. So that's really the justification for you investing some sort of dollars and some sort of incentive program around your referral program, is make it worth their while. Like, make it so irresistible that the person's like, I can't, like, they stutter when they hear it. About your referral program. It's like a no-brainer. Hell yeah, I'll give you 10 referrals. Hell yeah, I'll give you 5 referrals, right? Because it's worth it. So I'm going to tell you a story. I think somebody said I'm cutting out. Am I cutting out for everybody, or is that just Catherine? Can everybody else hear me? If you can let me know in comments. Are you hearing me clearly? Because I am in the infamous Georgia connectivity. You can hear me okay. All right, perfect. Thank you. So let me give you a story. So when I was in the beauty industry, and so sort of standard kind of referral system that most salons had is refer a client to me and I'll give you $5 off your next service. Refer a client to me, refer 5 clients to me and I'll give you a free wash, right? And so although $5 is $5, that's really not like, and so when I was coaching salon owners, I was like, $5 is not really a lot. And they were like, well, I have a really good program. I was like, because $5 is not anything. And definitely, that was 10 years ago. Now you're fast forward to now, you give somebody a $25 gift certificate. Again, I'm not sneezing at $25, but that's a McDonald's meal right now. Like, $25 is not a lot. That doesn't extend a lot in terms of buying power, right? That's a Starbucks. So it's a Starbucks and a cake, right? So I'm being funny, but you understand what I'm saying. Like, so money is also not the only incentive that you can use when it comes to providing incentives to your clients. So let's talk a little bit about what are some good incentives that you can do. You guys ready for that? Um, all right. So one of the things is a I love to eat out, right? And if you're working with I think Amazon cards are great. I think that's like my first option, which is a gift card to a popular restaurant or attraction. um, you can do it locally or at the destination that they're going to go to. So we'll talk about sort of the process by which you do the referral program. But let's say you have a referral program. You just did a discovery call with the client, and they have decided to proceed forward with your services, and you're about to design a trip for them, right? And so, point would be is as a part of that transaction, I would talk about my referral program at the conclusion of me doing the proposal and they decided to move forward. I talk about my referral program. And so you could offer a gift card as a part of the referral program to the destination that they were going to, or at some local establishment that was local to where they are or where you are, depending on where your client is, right? So I like that. I like this option too, which is a free upgrade to a higher room category or transportation class at no additional cost to your client for referrals, right? Number of referrals, 5 referrals, 3 referrals, 1 referral, it doesn't matter, right? And what does that cost you? Maybe that costs you a couple of $100s to do that. But again, what's it worth to you at the end of the day? Right? I will tell you every single day of the week, I would spend $100 for a referral that I know is likely to convert than not, because I know how much money I spend on ads. I know how much my conversion is on, to get them to convert. I know what my numbers are. So to do $100 on a program that's going to get me a warm to hot lead, do it every day, all day long. You know what I mean? Right. So for you to do a free upgrade to your client may cost you money to do that, but the exchange is of value to you. So that would be an equivalent exchange. A complimentary tour or activity during the trip. Don't be cheap. Like, don't pick like the free, like we're doing Bali and like one of the tours is like, I don't know, some free thing. Like, don't give them a free tour. Like, be good. Include transportation, dinner, something good. Make the incentive worth their time. Make it so irresistible that they're like, I gotta do it. They need to like drop their mouth and be like, I gotta do it. Like, I need to do it. Like, yes, absolutely. Um, all right. Then the last one is uh, a personalized travel itinerary. So this one, I got this idea and I thought, really, I like the personal itinerary. That's in the event that you weren't doing itineraries, but you guys are all top class advisors. So I know you are already doing personal itineraries. So one of the things that you could do is you could bundle up services so let's say somebody gives you 5 referrals and these are hot leads and they actually, like, all 5 of the people book. Like, you could have a tier system that says if all of your referrals book, then I'm going to give you, a package of design trips, personalized itineraries there, right? So does that make sense? Like, so for that large value, they're going to get something of value. So if you're charging what I recommend you guys charge, $250 or more for your design services, that's a $250 value. You package that up into multiple designs, right? I've always talked about the sort of plan your vacation for a year service that you all should be doing, right? Offering that, for a number of referrals that actually turn into clients. It's another great incentive for you to do. So those are incentives. Before I move on, let me know, drop in comments if you have any questions about that. But again, the point with the S is make it super super like make it like supply is super incentive. Like don't be cheap around it. This is not the time to go cheap, because if you go cheap, you get what you put in, right? If your incentive is, some Starbucks card, that's, don't get me wrong, I love Starbucks, but you give a $10 gift card to Starbucks and you're wondering why you don't get a lot of referrals with that, right? Just think about it. So if you want to get a super response and you want to blow it out of the water, create a super incentive and a powerful reason why people would participate. Okay. So S is for supplying a super incentive. P is make it painless to refer, make it easy to refer. Like your clients should not have to like reply to, like find an email, reply to the email, find the code on a card, swipe a credit card that's not easily accessible. Like it needs to be easy for them. And frankly, many of you all are full-time workers. It needs to be easy for you to take action on the referral, right? Like you, like I feel like I need to just like shock you for a second. Like I want to shock you guys. Like my inbox alone is a nightmare. My inbox, I have to like to see what the count is. My current email inbox is 112,000 emails in the inbox. I literally scan emails every day. So, I mean, I got people who monitor, I've got different email accounts because the team has to monitor, because I can't keep up with the email between the emails from the vendors, emails from clients, emails for my personal life. It's a madhouse in my inbox. How many other people have crazy inboxes, right? So when you're searching for a referral in an email, that's not easy for you to manage, right? Imagine what your client's inbox is. Like, what does their inbox look like? How many emails do they have to do? Don't get me wrong, email is an amazing tool to communicate and relate to your clients, but it's a really shitty way to implement a referral system. It's a great way to communicate a referral program, but to collect the referral data, that's not a great way to do it. So what you want to do is you want to create a landing page that allows them to easily put in the referrals, right? Put in the referral and boom, the email, an email goes to them and that lets them know that, you've received it. Something comes to you that notifies you or someone on your team that's like, we got a referral, we got to do something, we got to take action. There's an email sequence that goes out to the person that got referred. Like that whole process is painless for everybody, for you to manage and also for your client to submit. Like immediately, a notice goes out to the client that did the referral so that they get whatever the prize is the incentive is that you've got, or sets them up to know that the incentive is coming. The rules of engagement are clear, right? So make the process painless for you and for your client. All right. Referral links are also another good way to implement a referral program is that you have a referral link. In the digital space, which is where I live, you can also call them affiliate links. And there's so many different applications that exist that allow you to manage these kind of referral links. And so they get a referral link. Like if you've got a client that is your VIP client and they're always referring and you want to like treat them as a VIP, you could create some sort of referral link system that would allow you to do this. And you give clients this. Back in my day, like in the salon industry, because that's really where I had the strongest referral program back in the day. Is that our salon software managed that whole referral process. Like it had a link that was associated. It went out with every email. It was in the footer. It went out with every appointment. It was just a part of our process and was fully integrated with it. And so the client clicked on the link and they did it. We had it on a QWERTY card. So when they were sitting there at the salon station, we would be talking about the referral program. At the conclusion of it, they could just scan it with their phone. Like there's all sorts of amazing things that you can do. So a referral link is another way to make it pretty painless for your clients. All right. So P is for painless, like make it painless for you and for the client. Step 3, A, so we're spelling out the word Spark, your Spark program. A is for automatic reminders. Like, the reason why it's so hard for us to do uh, ask for referrals is, one, people don't like to ask for stuff. Like, you feel like, oh, I don't want to bother. I don't want to be that person that's always asking. But listen, what's that old saying? A quiet mouth never gets fed. Like, is that an old grandma saying? I feel like my grandma used to say that, right? And so make the process automatic, right? And I did a poll. I used Facebook groups chat feature today. And man, you guys were you guys were lit in that chat room. I like had to shut it down because you guys went like totally off topic. But the point, one of the major things that you guys said that you wanted to hear was like, how do I make the process automatic? Like, I want it to be sort of integrated and automatically happen, and not be something that you absolutely still want to use what God gave you, which is your mouth, to talk about it, but you also want to make the process automatic on the back end so that it's already there. And so let's talk about some ways that you can do. Email marketing is definitely a way to do that. Add it to your signature. You have a referral program. Let's say you call your referral program your Spark program, right? And your clients don't need to know what the Spark stands for, but it's Spark, your Spark referral program. And you put it in the salutation, right? So your name, the name of your business, and then you have a nice little tag that says refer a client, tell them what the incentive is, and put a link there, right? That's an automatic way to communicate your referral program. It is a part of your email marketing is a great way included in your signatures. It's a PS in everything that you write. So every time you write, you set up an automatic signature line. You also set up an automatic PS at the end of your signature that talks about the referral program, right? So every time you do a newsletter, there's a spot for the referral program. So email marketing is the best way. If you do any other type of marketing, if you do social media marketing, have it as a part of your social media. So I love Facebook's banner. Speaking of which, we haven't changed our banner this year, so I've got to do that. So on top of your Facebook business page banner, even your personal page banner, there's real estate for you to use. And so one of the real estate items on your business page is a learn more button or a click button right underneath the banner. You could have that be learn more, and it go to the referral business, the referral page on your travel business, like your referral program, right? You want to get a free fill in the blank. You want to make an extra whatever the incentive is, right? And that's how you advertise the referral program. So social media banners is another place for you to automatically be talking about the referral system. On your personal page inside of Facebook, there is what is it called? I can't remember, but like on your personal page, there's this section where you can have featured posts, feature images. You could create an image that is your referral program and make it a featured. You can do that in a group. You can do that on your business page. You can do it on your personal page. There's all of this real estate that you have on your social media platforms that you can talk about your referral program, right? Again, you're not necessarily asking for the sale. You're asking for a referral, an introduction, a conversation with somebody that could benefit from your business, right? So that's also a really good place, is to use the social media platform space real estate that's available to you. There is a banner that you can edit on every one of your social media handles, right? So if you're not using that real estate for opportunities to promote, that's just free space, and it's yours. It's yours to do whatever you want with it. Now, do I recommend doing that on your personal page? I know many people that use their personal page, the banner on the top of their personal page, to advertise their businesses. I don't personally do that because I really use my personal page as a way to allow people to get to know me a little bit deeper than just business. So I do very few business postings on my personal page. Most of my stuff is inside of my group through email marketing and on the business page. So, but that is real estate. So I want to let you know. So make the process, A is for automatic, make it an automatic reminder so that you're not always having to remember to talk about it, that it's being talked about in your other, in a silent sort of in your face kind of way through social media, handles, in your salutation, in all of your banners. Like there needs to be a thing that says, ask me about my referral program. Like ask me, about my referral program. Ask me about my Spark, right? So that's step 3. All right. Then, what's also great too, one of the options here that I saw that I really, 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 really love is chatbots. As you guys know, I am addicted to ChatGPT. And I do not use chatbots as much as I should and could, but Facebook business page has the message bot that you can implement uh, inside of your business, inside of your Facebook business page, automatic responses. And so what you can do is set up a response based on a keyword, and then it automatically tell people about, like, you could just simply ask the question, like, have you heard about our referral program? And somebody says yes, and then you start a conversation, right? So that's another automatic way that you can be talking about the referral program just based on asking a question. So somebody lands on your Facebook business page. One of the things that you can have is you can have like 3 options. It's like, are you interested in booking a client, booking a trip? Have you heard about our referral program? Like that. And then you create an automated flow that really talks about the referral program. All right. So that's number 3. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Number 4, the R, is report and reveal the information about the program clearly. There is nothing more, what is the word that I'm trying to use? There's nothing that pisses a person off more when things are just not clear. Like if you want to run somebody away, like, confuse them, right? Confused people do not spend money. Like they just don't. So if you want this referral program, I have heard of Oliver. I'll be talking about Oliver in just a second. I actually have a conversation scheduled with the Oliver guy this week, to hopefully have him come and speak to our community. So yes, Oliver is amazing. Oliver and ChatGPT is amazing. Like, so let me not derail. So step 4 is about report and reveal information clearly. So listen, if you make it complex, people won't use it. Like you won't remember it. People won't talk about it. You won't remember to talk about it. You just, like, my whole point is, do not make it ambiguous as to what the program is. Don't make it so complicated that, because I don't mean to call anyone out, but don't make it so complicated because you don't want to spend money. So you're like, you got to jump this way on your left foot, on your right toe, on Tuesdays only at 7 p.m. to be able to get this $100 or $500 or whatever it is that you're doing, right? Make it easy and make it clear. Be consistent about the message, about what the program is, and report on it. Like, let people know how they stand. Let people know, listen, you referred 5 people to me this month. Thank you for that. And as a result of you doing this is what you get. And not only did you report 5, one of those persons became a client. Thank you so much, right? Make sure that you let them know what the process is, and then you report on the progress of that. Nothing is a deal killer is that you create this program and then nobody ever hears from you about it. They're submitting information to you. They're submitting referrals to you, but you're not communicating to them, one, that you've received the referral, what's the disposition of the referral, right? If somebody refers, one of the people inside of the chat that we had earlier said that they had a bunch of referrals come in, but it sort of dried up. And the first question in my mind that popped up was, well, I wonder, how did you report back to the people? Like, did they get anything for the referrals? Like, did they Like, what was it? Did you celebrate them? Because people love to be celebrated. Like, people love to be celebrated, right? So if you have a referral program and you don't ever talk about the results to the people that participated and make it like gamification is a big thing, like in technology to get people to utilize the system. Gamification also works in non-system type of environments. And what I mean by that is gamify your referral program, right? Like, look at how many referrals, so and so. So my top referral gets fill in the blank type of prize, right? So gaming the system and making a game out of it and gamifying it is a really great way to, and then report the results to people and celebrate people is another way to make sure that people understand. Not only do you have a referral program, but this is what happens when I do the action. Not only do I get the incentive, but she's gonna praise me, and I'm going to be recognized. People love that. People love to be recognized. So don't forget that. All right, so that's step 4 is report and reveal the information clearly. And so, make sure that you celebrate the fact that people are participating. Does that make sense? Because it's one thing to be a part of something and then nobody ever really talks about it. It's like, it's not cool, right? People like to talk about or like to see that the work or the thing that they did is going to get this big giant hoopla. So just by virtue of that, that's an incentive. Like, do you guys, I've read this book. I haven't read it in a long time, but People's Love Language, and rewards is it's one of the people's love languages, right? So when you create a system of, and again, it doesn't have to be monetary rewards, but just by virtue of sending out to your entire list, hey, this is my top referrer and I really appreciate it. And then you talk about the referral program. That's a great opportunity as well. All right. And then step 5 is really be keen. K is for keen follow-up process. There's nothing worse that you can do to kill your own program is that you get referrals and you don't do anything about it. You don't have a quick system to respond to the referral, right? To let the person who did the response know that you received it, and then also the person that got referred to let them know that you were referred to by so-and-so person and they thought that you would benefit, and here are the benefits, and this is what the process is, right? So that is what I mean by follow-up. It's don't just get the referrals and not do anything. That it's just like emails, right? If you have a system to get emails, and I absolutely was for years a big faulter of this, is I would spend thousands of dollars on growing my email list and I would never talk to them. I would never talk to the people in my list. I would never send out emails because I was I don't really like email marketing, right? And so you spend all this time and effort building a referral program, but then you don't do anything to follow up with them. You don't do anything. So maybe you contact them, but you don't have a continual contact. You don't continue the relationship because, again, just because somebody does a referral, I want you to think of a referral also as a lead. Not every lead is going to instantaneously convert. So if somebody is referred, you've reached out to them, you've given them the opportunity to introduce yourself, then you start to nurture the relationship, right? That's what you've got to think of them is don't think that every referral is going to be a instantaneous conversion. It is now another person that gets to know, like, and trust you that you ultimately will be able to sell to in the future. So that's the K. Now, this is not part of the SPARK acronym, but I would be remiss if I did not tell you, what do I always say? Do not build the thing and not promote the thing, and do not promote the thing and not track the thing. So if you're going to build a referral program, my next step to you would be is after you build the program, you've got to have a way to promote it. So we've talked about some of the promotion ideas, but it needs to now have a promotion plan. Meaning every month, every quarter, whatever that frequency is, you run a referral promotion campaign, right? So you ever been a part of a group like, and they do membership drives? Do you guys remember membership drives? Um, do you guys remember that? Right. So every year or semi-annually, a group, they run a membership drive. That's just a promotion campaign. And what's the purpose of the promotion campaign? It's to get new members. What's the promotion? What's the purpose of your referral promotion campaign? It's to get new referrals. It's to get a flood of referrals, right? So that means if you build a program and you don't promote the program, you don't have a way to consistently promote it, automatically promote it, it's not going to be successful. So don't build this. Don't like walk away from this and be like, okay, thanks, Sunday, that was great. And then you don't have a way to promote it. So we talked about automatic ways to talk about it, but you literally should and could and should build a consistent promotion cycle around your referral program. I like monthly, quarterly for sure, absolutely semi-annually, right? Like you run 5 days, 10 days, 3 weeks, I don't care what the length is of time, where all you do is talk about the referral program and you gamify it. And you're like, the person who gives me the most number of referrals, right? They get fill in the blank, right? And that is a campaign that you run. So don't do a thing without promoting the thing. Your referral program will be as good as you promote it and talk about it. And it doesn't always have to be by your mouth that you talk about it. So remember that. Promote, promote, promote. That's going to be in anything that you create in your travel business. If you're not talking about it, it's not going to sell. If you aren't thinking about it, if it's not on your mind and on the communications, promoting and marketing communications that you give out on your business, it's not likely to be utilized. It's not likely to do well. So you have to have a promotion plan around your referral program. And it's not just well, I'll do it when I think about it, or crap, I forgot to mention it again, right? It needs to be a part of your process. Like your travel request process needs to have a step as you close out. And I mentioned 2 steps earlier that it would be a part of. It would be a part of the discovery call process, and it would be a part of my follow-up call where I would talk about my promotion. It would also be a part of the invoice that I sent out. It'd be a part of the email that I send out with the proposal. The follow-up email would have information about the referral program, right? During the booking process, I would be sending out an email to my clients to remind them about the referral program, right? These are all automatic ways to be constantly promoting the referral program. And then once a month, once a quarter, I'd be sending out some communication about our amazing referral program. Does that make sense? Like, how many times did I say that? I must have said it 10 times just in the last 2 minutes, right? Because the repetition of saying a thing is how people remember, right? It's no different in this as well. I love that. So Anisha, you'll have to keep me posted on how it goes. So she just posted in her group, a referral program is coming soon. So that's awesome. All right. So like I said, you don't do a thing without promoting a thing. And then what's the next step? You don't promote a thing without tracking a thing. If you're say that 10 times. If you are promoting it and you're not tracking it, how do you know that your promotions are doing well? So you must track it. So you've got to track the referrals. And I already talked about in the reporting and revealing is that part of that tracking is to reveal to the people the progress. Listen, we got this referral program and we got like 15 referrals this month. You guys are amazing. We love it, right? So track the referrals proper and track how the promotions on the it's a lot of P's for me to say. Track the promotion of the referrals and how that's doing as well. So tracking is so important because that is really how you determine how successful a thing is, right? So if you're going to build a referral program, make sure that you promote it often, promote it through automatic ways, and then actually run promotion cycles and then track the promotion cycles and track the success or the failure of the program so that you can make modifications accordingly. All right, man, I wrapped that up good. 53 minutes. We got a few minutes left for questions. Let me know in comments How did you guys like this? How are you guys feeling about having your own referral program inside of your travel business? Let me know. So Anise says that I'm looking for a simpler way because Facebook doesn't do a good job in groups. Facebook does a great job in groups if you own the group. Like if you are the master of your own group, which I think is an amazing way, and I haven't done a group conversation in a long time, but groups are the bomb.com. Facebook rewards groups, group creators, high engagement in groups, and it is a bombed out way to talk. So if you so the reason why I was not so good with email is because I was so strong in groups. And I had a coach in 2016 when I started my first group. I want to say I started my first group in 2015. And she was like, a Facebook group is like your email list on steroids. And it is. So I was like, I just poured my whole heart into my group, focused on my group, and I didn't do email marketing. Now I do both. And now I've got this synergy that is just amazing. Facebook groups are everything. They are everything. If you can grow your group and you can get engagement in your group, you have got a client getting machine. I'm struggling to think of a high value reward. And so here's the wonderful thing about clients is you've got a set of, Angie Claire, hopefully I said your name right, Janet. You'll have to tell me how to phonetically pronounce your name. But what I would say is if you guys are already selling, you have some clients, ask your clients. I never like to come up with is $100 enough? Is $50 enough? Ask your clients, ask them. I want to do a referral program. Do market research with your client base and ask them the simple question. I want to implement a referral program and bounce off the ideas with them. Call them up, say, do a focus group with them, send out a poll, ask them what would be something that you would be like, oh my God, give them some options, right? What would they like? Is it money? Is it the tours? Is it like, an upgrade? What is it? Like, what's the thing that would really wow their socks? Is it a collection of things, right? I always say start with the horse. Like, ask the horse what they want. Like, hear it from the horse. Don't try and make up things. And if you do make up things, vet them against the people who are the receiver of that. So if you already have a client base and you're trying to figure out what would my client base like, ask them. Simple. Ask them. If you don't have a client base, then do some market research and ask them, tell the people in your world that you are thinking about a referral program. And the first thing here are some ideas that you are thinking about incentives. What do you like? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Polls are amazing. Facebook loves polls. So if you're in a Facebook group and you are allowed to post in that group and it's not your group, do a poll. Ask them the question. I'm about to launch a referral program and these are the incentives I'm thinking about. Which ones do you like the most? See what people say. All right. Even with other travel agents, that's right. That's absolutely right. Travel agents love to talk about the business of travel and all that goes into travel. So if you're in a TA group and you're if you post a question about incentives, you're going to get a bunch of responses. But what I will tell you is if they haven't taken this session, this training that we just did, they may go cheap and be telling you to go do $7 gift cards. And I'm not clowning the $7 gift card because it's great. I'm just saying a $10 gift card just doesn't buy a lot at Starbucks. It gets you a small little coffee and maybe a cake. I haven't been to Starbucks in over a year, so it may not even get you that. You know what? Frankly, I know $10 doesn't get you that because my bill at Starbucks was at least $50 every day when I used to drink Starbucks and get my little lemon cake. So think about, again, value proposition. All right. So it looks like you guys using Canva to make those posts more attractive. All right. Yes, Canva is an amazing resource. Brenda, I'm so glad that you liked this session. Travel kit giveaway. Yep. All right. So it looks like I just want to make sure I haven't I have something on my sleeve. Oh, I do have something. Oh, that was so corny. I was like, I've got something on my sleeve. You said up my sleeve. I always have something up my sleeve, Priscilla. Yes, I do. That's so funny. I was like, what's on my sleeve? That was a bit of a moment I just had there. So anyway, ladies, as always, it was great hosting you guys tonight. And listen, if anything comes up while you are putting together your referral program, post it inside the group and let's continue the conversation. This is really, really having a strong referral program. I really, really encourage you all to really take some time to build out this program, because it really is the opportunity that you are missing to get referrals consistently from every client that you get. I I don't know if I know some of you guys are part of MLM in the travel space, and I was just on a Primerica call. One of my friends, she does Primerica, and so she didn't tell me that it was a Primerica call, but when I get on the call, like I knew it was, I ultimately knew it. And so, but what I liked about the presentation, so I sat through the presentation, and what I really liked about the presentation is the entire presentation, all they asked for was referrals. And they ended the call with like, okay, there's 3 things that you could do for me. One is you could give her referral, like, her upline, she conducted the call. But I tell you this because I want you to take a piece from the upline call that I think is a really good value add for you as a travel advisor in your calls that you do with your clients. Is like, when you do your discovery call and and for those that have invested in the travel request blueprint, we talk about the discovery call, and you understand what I mean by discovery call is asking for referrals right then during the discovery call is a great opportunity. It's like, listen, if you know anybody who wants to get out of town, I've got this great program, and I really would appreciate your referral. This is how it works. I would end every call with that. Like, if you implement a referral program, make it a part of your script every time you meet with someone, right? So I bring you that Primerica example because literally the referral process was a part of the presentation, as should it be with you as well. It should be a part of your discovery presentation. It should be a part of your proposal presentation. It should be a part of your business process. Every time you're talking to your clients, there's some part of the script that refers to your referral program. It's money on the table. Free money on the table, because there is money in the referrals. Okay. So perfect. All right. So listen, I love that you guys are excited about this. This is a great topic. This month, we are going to be talking about your number one struggle, which is finding clients and how to get clients. So stay tuned for all of the great lessons that we've got on Wednesday night throughout the month of April. And so I think somebody asked me about Oliver. So Oliver, I will find the link if anyone has the link, because I think the 10th is the last time they are running. So Oliver is a AI tool that is leveraging ChatGPT that's specific for travel advisors. And what they are doing now is it's in beta. And for beta users that are helping to use the system and train the system, when they launch, you will be able to get their platform for $20 a month. Now, I don't know much more about that. Like I said, I'm meeting with the guy this week. My intention is to get him to come and speak inside of our community and tell us all about Voyager content. But I will put the link to their Facebook group and to the platform so you can at least sign up and get in the beta list, because I think that shuts down on the 10th, which is this upcoming Monday. So listen, if you don't know what ChatGPT, and listen, I want to say, listen, Linda, I haven't said that in a long time, but one of the poll questions was, have you heard of ChatGPT? And it was like neck and neck. It was like 54, 50, 48 or whatever the math goes, but it was like neck and neck. Half of you had heard of it and half of you have not. And so ChatGPT, and I'm probably gonna say this until I'm blue in the face, it is a tool to help you facilitate getting content getting out the word and positioning you as an expert in the niche of your area of travel. It's not going to replace you as a travel advisor. It is not going to do your job for you. It is not going to, it's not going to do the work for you. But what it does do is it makes the work a whole lot easier. Like if you know how to utilize it. And so it is amaze-tacular. I love it. I love that word. I'm going to have to pronounce that. It is amaze-tacular. Because what I can say it has done for me and my ability to generate, I feel like it's my best friend in terms of being able to iron out an idea. So thanks, Priscilla. So that's the link to register for the AI tool. And then also I think they have a Facebook group as well. And so what I would say is ChatGPT as a whole has increased my throughput, and that's a process term. It's made me so much quicker at being able to iron out and research an idea that comes to my mind in lightning speed. So before, where I had an issue with content ideas, it's now I can't the amount of things that I have built out now. It's now a question of I now need to get a team again to be able to get it in promotion. I have courses that I've been wanting to build for months, outlines done, built out, thought, promotion, sales pages, all of that. So my ability to deliver is so much quicker now with a tool like ChatGPT. So, Terry, the link was provided. Just scroll up. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I think that link was done in here. So you're in, Terry, you're in YouTube. So I will post the link in YouTube once I'm done here. So I'll respond to that after this, because I should have had it on my links to copy over, but I will do that. So Terry, thank you for that. And I will make sure to post it for you when we're done. And then, yep. So the name of the group is called Voyager Content Portal. So search that in YouTube, on Facebook. Great tool so far. I played around with it yesterday. Great tool. It's going to be for travel advisors. So listen, we are over the hour. I always love when there's a good audience and great interaction. You guys are welcome for the session, and look out for next week's session. We'll be continuing the conversation on how do you find and get clients in your travel business? First step is, get the free clients where you can through a referral program. I look forward to hearing throughout the month how you guys did with your referral program. And if anything comes out, do not hesitate to post it inside of the Facebook group or inside of the YouTube channel. You guys have a great rest of your day, and happy Easter for those that celebrate. Bye-bye.